Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video dvar of 5776 with Rabbi Chaitovsky at BMH-BJ. I'm sure many of us may have had an opportunity at one point in our lives to participate in a synagogue or a community campaign to have a Sefer Torah written. And we were given an opportunity perhaps to dedicate a verse or certain words, maybe the words of our name, it may be a favorite mitzvah in the Torah, and we pay a little bit of money and we participate in the writing of a Sefer Torah. The fact is, writing a Sefer Torah is actually a mitzvah. It happens to be the 613th mitzvah in the Torah. It is the final mitzvah in the Torah, and it comes right from this week's Torah portion. Moses is going to die. God reminds him of that, and he gathers Moses and Joshua, Moses' successor, together, and he tells them, he wants them to remind the Jewish people of the importance of observing the Torah, and he says to them that they're going to kitvu lachem et hashira hazot. I want you to write down the words of this song. He calls the Torah a song or poetry, v'lamda et bnei Yisrael, and teach it to the children of Israel. And over time, our sages derive from this verse that there is a mitzvah that devolves on all of us to either participate in the writing of a Torah or to actually commission, or better yet, write our own Sefer Torah. Now, those of us who know anything about writing a Torah know that it is virtually impossible. It's an artistic skill that takes years of training, and most people are just not equipped to do that. And yet, there is a mitzvah to write our own Torah. And the question is, why would there be a mitzvah? Why would the sages tell us that each of us should write his or her own Sefer Torah? And the fact is, in this day and age, writing a Torah is really important. And the meaning of writing a Torah, I think, is significant, especially at this time of the year, in these days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. We've been hard at work for more than 30 days now at reassessing our commitment to our tradition and perhaps bolstering that commitment and hopefully ratcheting up our commitment to Torah study, to Torah observance, to Torah living. And the concept of writing a Torah, I think, has three elements to it, as it's stated here, that are significant and can be helpful to us. The first is we have to write it for ourselves. Each of us is commanded to write a Torah. Each of us can develop a personal relationship with Torah. That is axiomatic. Just because our ancestors did something doesn't mean we have to do it the exact same way. At the same time, we are told to write the Torah that we have in front of us. We still have an obligation to live by the guidelines and the boundaries of the original Torah. And that's a struggle. How do we do that, and how do we make it new and fresh? That's something that's very, very difficult, but that is the mandate that is given to us, and that is what I believe modern Orthodoxy is really good at, trying to balance the tradition with innovation. And the last thing is that the Torah is referred to as shirah, as poetry. And poetry is supposed to allow us to soar. It's a song. The Torah is simply not the words on the page. The Torah is much more than that. We can mine the words of the Torah for deeper, hidden meanings, meanings that may blink and may light up for us at certain times, even as they may remain hidden and a little darker for us at other times. The fact is, if we see the Torah as a song, if we see it as poetry, it becomes much more attractive, and it becomes something that can really be energizing and uplifting, even as it's enlightening. It's old and new. The words resonate to us new in every generation. And as we begin a new year of 5776, Now, I hope that our commitment to Torah will take its cue from the fact that it is poetry. I hope that we find personal meaning in Torah. I hope that we use that personal meaning to connect us to the traditions that have been ours for almost 4,000 years now. That way, we guarantee continuity, we guarantee a link to the past, and we guarantee meaning for ourselves and our children in the years that lie ahead. Shabbat Shalom to you. Have a meaningful Yom Kippur and a joyful Sukkot and Simchat Torah.